Hey everyone, I bought this cold steel axe gang hatchet and there's a little issue. But before we get into that, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. Thank you. The problem is, if you look right here, it looks like there's a little surface crack on the blade. I'll include pictures right here so you can see it better. Well, I contacted Cold Steel about this because years ago, if you had a problem like this, they would just ship you a new one. I had a problem with a Cold Steel throwing knife. The tip came a bit misshapen. So I sent them a picture and told them that it came that way, and they just shipped me out a replacement and even let me keep the old one. So I contacted Cold Steel customer service, and after a few days, I didn't get an answer from them. So I contacted them on Instagram. Didn't get an answer from there either. So after about a week, I contacted customer service by way of phone. For those of you who don't know, Cold Steel was bought up by GSM Outdoors. So when you contact customer service on the phone, you end up calling GSM Outdoors now. Well, after about an hour on the phone, I was finally able to talk to someone. I was on hold for an entire hour. They wanted to see pictures of this. I sent them the pictures, and they were willing to send me a replacement after I sent this one back to them. So I would have had to ship this to them and wait for the warranty center to send me a new one, and I would have had to pay for the shipping to ship this to them. The lady on the phone told me that it's that way because I didn't buy this straight from them. If I would have bought this straight from them, then they would have paid for shipping. But as I said, because I didn't buy this straight from them, I had to pay for shipping. I bought this from Midway USA. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this back to Midway USA instead and just exchange it with them. The reason why I didn't want to have to ship this back to Midway USA is because I figured since it came damaged to me, if Cold Steel would just replace it, then why not do that instead of having to send this one back? But obviously that's not going to happen, so I'm just going to send this back to Midway USA. Midway USA has an excellent exchange service, so that's exactly what I'm going to do, is just send this back to them. So I'll be shipping this one out, and I will be showing the new one when it gets here. I've got my Axe Gang hatchet now back from Midway USA. I'm going to unbox it on camera. I'm doing this unboxing with my Cold Steel Spartan. I just took a minute to look this over, and this one has problems too. The old one had the crack, or what looked like the crack, on the opposite side, and this one has it on this side. So same mark right there. I will put a zoomed in picture of this blade, and the paint is beat up. I mean, it's marked up there, it's marked up here. The paint job on this one is worse than the other one. Well, pretty much I'm back to square one with this now, so not too happy about that. So I contacted Midway USA. I let them know that the first and second Axe Gang hatchet came with cracks in the blades, and they offered to exchange it again, so we will see how this one is. To do this unboxing, I have my bird Kara. So I just took a minute to look this one over. The blade protector is damaged, but I'm not too worried about that. The paint is scratched up a bit. There's a bit of a gap right towards the head on the top and a bit at the bottom. But the good news is there's no visible cracks on the blade. And despite that gap, this head is on here securely. I'm pulling this tight. Don't worry, this blade is blunt. And this is not moving around. So it looks like I got one that will be functional. The handle grain looks nice. The grain at the bottom of the handle isn't bad at all. And it is pretty grain in my opinion. So there we go. I've finally got one that I will now be able to sharpen and do the customizing that I will be doing to this. So in the end, with the Axe Gang Hatchet, Midway USA did great, just as they always have for me. I've always had great experiences with Midway USA. GSM Outdoors policy is, in my opinion, trash, because I mean, it's great that if you send a product to them that they will replace it. However, the problem is, depending on the price of the item, it may not be worth it to ship that item to them. But anyways, I'm glad that I've got an Axe Gang Hatchet now that is in as good a shape as this one is. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.